This picture represents a way to remember the 12 cranial nerves. If it's labeled, the picture looks something like this, where we can understand like what those nerves are and what they do. So how do you draw a picture like this to help you remember? Start by drawing a 1. That's the olfactory nerve. It has to do with smell. Then draw a 2. That's the optic nerve. It has to do with vision. Draw a 3. That's the ocular motor nerve. It has to do with eye movement. Draw a 4. That's the trochlear nerve. It also has to do with eye movement. Then draw a large number 5. That's the trigeminal nerve. It has to do with touch and pain and chewing. That's why it makes the mouth. Draw a 6. That's the abducens. It has to do with eye movement. Draw a large 7 to frame the face because it's the facial nerve. It has to do with things like taste, expression, and touch. Draw an 8. That's an ear. Then draw another 8 for the other ear. That's the vestibulocochlear nerve. It has to do with equilibrium and balance. Draw a 9 for the glossopharyngeal. That's the tongue. Draw a 10. That's the vagus nerve. It has to do with viscera and digestion. Draw an 11. That's the accessory nerve. It has to do with head movement. Draw a 12. That's the hypoglossal nerve that controls the tongue. And that should help you recognize like what those nerves are and what they do. If you look carefully at what those nerves do, you can determine if they're sensory, motor, or both. For example, the facial nerve has to do with expression and touch, so that would be a both, whereas the vestibulocochlear nerve just has to do with hearing. That would be sensory.